hospital. And you hear me sneezing? I haven't sneezed in a grip. Suddenly Susan. You ever seen that Suddenly Susan show? Or Suddenly Seymour? Suddenly Seymour. I think that's like the Little Shop of Horrors, but not the Rock and Roll Picture Show, and not Suddenly Susan. Maybe Suddenly Susan is a TV show from the 90s with Susan, not Sarandon either, Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon from Rocky Horror, I believe, right? And other things, but not to be confused with Ripley. What's Ripley's name there? Not Shania Twain. Not Susan Sarandon. Is it Susan Sarandon? Who's in the Rock? The person in Rocky Horror is not the person in Ghostbusters and Aliens, right? That's Sigourney Weaver. Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver look very similar, or does white ladies kind of brunette white ladies kind of look the same to me? I think they might look the same. Susan Sarandon. Anybody ever put Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver in the same room? They might be the same, but I think they might be different ages, because I think Sigourney Weaver is more like 80s, like late 80s, or maybe early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and Susan Sarandon is more like 70s. I think Rocky Horror is in the 70s, but who did Suddenly Susan, or is that just Suddenly Seymour? I don't know which one I'm thinking about. 70s and the 80s, they all kind of go together. I think when does the modern age start? Like 60s, 2000s? I guess it's always starting. There's always a new modern age whenever we are, and whenever time you are. Anyway, what a cold opening, huh? I'm over here. Oh, hello, friends and neighbors. Oh, welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and live forever. I'm in the dark today. You see this? I didn't turn on the lights, which is fine. I forgot to do it. I was just like coming in here. It's like kind of dark. The TV has lights, and there's some lights back here, and there's some lights back there. But what are you looking at anyway? I mean, I can see myself. I'm looking at this thing. It's better as a little darkness. Too much brightness and affects your lives, you know. We used to live by candlelight. What do people do before lights were invented? And I don't think they were invented that long ago, and electricity was not around for that long either. But I mean, we're moving forward in time, but I think the electricity wasn't around in the 1800s. So it's only been about 100 years or so of electricity and other things. I was born after cable TV but before the internet. And now what era are we in? We're in new eras all the time, different lives, different times, timelines, darkness, and lightness. What would we do about electricity now? Like we're in Texas, the electricity fell and everybody died. Like all of Texas, no survivors. They're all dead. We're going to go down there and collect their cowboy hats. Say, yeehaw! Yeehaw! Now who's the cowboy, you dead fuck? They're dead. They're dead down there. Nobody lives in Texas except for that fat guy who called us one time. Fat Texas, that's his name. I think everybody's fat in Texas. Not very nice to say, but I think it's probably true. Don't go to Texas. Everybody's dead. They all died from the lack of electricity. But, you know, what did they do? What did we do before electricity? I think we just died. I think everybody was just dead. Like, if everybody died during that one time, I think people were just dying there after, and you think they'd be dead. I was like, what did they do without all this stuff? Like, oh, what did people do without this stuff? And I would say they suffered, probably, or they didn't suffer, they just dealt, you know, it was life. In a few more years, we're going to have more medical movements or something, bowel movements. We're working on the fountain of youth or something, and it's going to be drugs. And then they're like, hey, people used to age. When we're talking about everybody's a baby, everybody's walking around with babies, and we got lab coat babies because they're adult babies, and nobody ages anymore. And they find, remember when there was new people born in the world? people used to live and die and not be babies. Now we're all babies, and we've changed the world. Changed it into a baby world. Nobody ages anymore. We thought it was a good thing to age, but now nobody can function because we can't hold up our own heads with our own weight anymore. Because we're babies. Everybody's a baby. But we're science babies, future science babies. But somebody's got to learn. I mean, the first round of future science babies, people that are going to be dying. You know, get stuck old. So maybe there's going to be some people who are stuck at 20, 22, and they're going to have to take care of all the babies forever. Or whatever it is, you're just that age for good. It's like The Simpsons, like you're living in The Simpsons at that point. It's like, remember when we used to age and things changed? And now we're just the same age forever and nothing ever changes every day when some of us are children. So you just keep going to school and keep teaching these immortal 1,000-year-old babies. Hey kids, I know that we've done this, countless times. I've lost count of how many times that I've taught you the ABCs and the math and everything. And they're like, Jack, hey Jack, I know what's up. I know the alphabet already. You've taught it to me countless times over millennia. We don't even know how many times. Yeah, I know, but we don't age anymore. Now here comes an emergency vehicle. Whoa! Oh, there's an emergency going on. What's the emergency? Why are you in such a hurry? I guess somebody's on fire. Or a building's on fire. It's either somebody or someone is on fire. Either way, look out. Fire. 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 It's Friday, kind of fire day. Friday. Susan Sarandon. Sigourney Weaver. Suddenly Susan. Smooth criminals. I got pizza. Yesterday was Thursday. We were talking to James for a long time. James out there in Seattle, living his life, got swollen testicles. He got staying at the bathhouse, getting swollen testicles. I think I was eating a burrito. Yesterday I had a weird burrito. I left the tamales in the fridge last night, and I don't want to forget them again. So now I'm going to get them. Because remember last time I got tamales was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, and I was saying, get a forget, and I didn't get to remind myself to do it, and then I didn't, and then I was like a block away or so. I live pretty close to here now, so now if I like leave my things here, it's like not such a big deal. I mean, it's not a big deal at all either way, but like, I'm like, oh, should I turn around and get it? Like, even if I was all the way home and turning around and get it wouldn't be that much of a thing. I just left them in the fridge. Because I think it'd be fine in the fridge. I'm going to freeze them, like, probably tonight. I'm going to take them and freeze them. But one more day in the fridge is probably going to be okay. But I want to get, you got forget, like I said, forget and get. And I want to get, and I don't want to forget. Not, 1 get, 2 get, 3 get, or 4 get, just regular get. And I'll get it, and it'll be good. And I'll bring it home, and I'm going to put them in the freezer. I only have what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I got 3. Monday, Tuesday. I only got 2 more days in the office, and then I'm back at home for almost a week. And then I'll go one day a week. But then now I'm going to be doing this thing. I haven't started working from my new home yet, which I'm going to be doing next week, and it'll be a good time. Oh, there's some music and silence. Whoa. Music and silence going on in another emergency vehicle. Whoa! Whoa, you seeing that? It's glitching, right? That is weird. What is that? It's a little iffy. I don't know why it's glitching like that. I'm kind of scared. Are you scared? Making me scared. Oh no, people are honking. Where won't go? More emergency vehicles are coming. What's going on out there? Whoa! Everyone's going right through there. It seems like I mean, I guess that's the main thoroughfare. That's like the main road right there. It's the Martin Way. Turns into 4th Ave. Seems like there should be a better way though. Really. Doesn't seem like a very good way. I'm gonna go to Kinko's and maybe at the hardware store tonight to go get that the big nail. I'm gonna show my brother and call him after couch time. So I'm gonna want to go to the store to get the big nail because I was doing other things. I'm gonna go print a poster. I'm gonna go buy some more nails even. I got quite a few nails, but you know, I always have more nails. Whoa! What the earth? Nails and a hammer. Those glitches. That was really odd. Something's weird in the world. I don't know what it is. What day is it? The 27th? Friday the 27th. It's a new first day. And what's going on with these emergencies though? Anyway, yesterday I was here talking to James about, you know, things, life. After the program, I just went home to my residence. I was thinking about going to a store yesterday. I just went home. And what did I even eat last night? Chips? Nothing of substance. I've just been eating snacks and chips and stuff. Did I even open the new bag? I don't remember at all. I went to bed pretty early. Watching some TV. Doing some sleeping. Reading a little bit. John Waters wrote a novel. It's pretty good so far. I'm reading it. I'm gonna write a novel, I guess. John Waters. I woke up this morning, went to the office, and eating my tamale for lunch. Hey, what do you think about those tamales, huh? Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Hey, it's Friday, am I right? Oh, okay, good, thank God it's Friday, alright, you know? Man, we've been putting in a lot of effort, it's a good thing we have Fridays. So, going out to do Friday. Are you seeing these lines? Weird things. Maybe this is the darkness? I don't know what's causing the lines. But, made it through there. And I came down here. And, lots of constructions going on in Tumwater. I guess I'm gonna go. I like these tamales, but I didn't really like the burrito, so I don't know if I'm gonna go back to get the burrito again. I remember I had the burrito. So there's like a Ramirez on 4th Ave, and there's a Ramirez in Tumwater, and I don't know if they were connected. Ramirez is a very common name. It'd be like calling your restaurant Smith's, which I mean I guess McDonald's is a very common name. But Smith, and I don't know if they're connected, but the burritos, I remember the burritos in the downtown one being better than the ones in Tumwater. One in Tumwater had like lettuce. Which I'm gonna say no lettuce or something, but like I don't know. I don't know if I should have to or whatever. Whatever. I got vitamin E, D, garlic. Let's see, fish. I'm eating garlic right now anyway. I gotta go through all this stuff. Okay, I got fish. I got my C. And my magnesium and my multi. There we go. That's all of them. Never did find the little C. Or little multi. I mean, I didn't really look. Probably just like right here. Probably under the couch. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. It was right there. I didn't even look, and then I looked and it was right there. That is wild, a little wild to me. Kind of can't believe it. It was like, it was right there. It was not even kind of hidden. Oh, I gotta hide these. Oh man, what a thing, what a trip, really. It's just like, you know, it probably helped to look like one time. What a life. It's right where it is. Like, where else could anything ever go? And it's right where I thought it was going to be. It's probably just right here, you dumb. Like, not trying to find things. Like, I've tried nothing, I'm all out of ideas. You know what's going on? I don't know how much what I'm doing is portrayed on the show. Like, I'm having a good time, but are you even following what's going on plot-wise as far as the pills and moving the pills and moving them around, putting them in smaller jars and then losing them on the couch and then losing them for like a month? See, I moved all this big thing in multivitamins. I wanted to move it into a smaller jar because I think the big one is unruly and there's lots of space, so I put it in a smaller jar, and then I was trying to get it all out of the big jar and put it in the small jar. So the point was I was supposed to be eating all of them out of the small jar so that I could move the big ones into the little ones. But instead, I was eating them out of the big one instead of the little one. But now that I think about it, I think we would have evened out, because if I was eating them out of here, moving them from there to here, it would still be the same amount overall. So my timeline has not changed at all. But I do want to get all of those into here. It's going to take a few weeks. Well, I think I could fit a few. But that's not really the point. I think I'm supposed to do it all at once, maybe, or not. I don't know. I don't know what the point is. What's the goal here? What's the rules? Oh. I could fit a few more in here. But I think maybe I should wait a couple of weeks. But then, like, what day? What day do I think is going to be? I should put it on the calendar and say it's time to move your pills day. At least it's time to eat my pills right now, though. Oh, where's my magnesium? I gotta get that one in there. And we'll get on the phones. See what everybody's doing. We'll call my brother. I'm telling him I want to go to the store to get those big nails. Unless he got them. Here it goes. What the... Well, bum. Hello.
This is a rule. The super solid.
What?
What?
Andrew. Hello?
Andrew.
It's the program.
It's the program.
I'm a big dummy.
Kenny's a big dummy. Oh, I got him.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm eating some pizza. I just got out my pills. You know Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver?
What?
Susan Sarandon, Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver?
And Susan Sarandon.
Yeah?
Are they the same person?
Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley.
Yeah, are they the same person?
Yeah.
I think one of them, isn't Margot Robbie Australian?
Yeah.
What about Jamie Presley? She's like a redneck.
Yeah.
Or does she just play one on TV?
I think she's a redneck.
I think she's an actual redneck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's been Margot Robbie doing the accent the whole time. Where's Harley Quinn from? Brooklyn? I'm from Brooklyn!
Really?
Huh?
Probably.
I guess Gotham, but is that supposed to sound like Brooklyn?
Jay?
Oh,
Yeah, they're all from Gotham.
What about Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver though?
Yeah. Yes.
They're different people?
No, the same.
Yeah, they look the same, right?
Same person. Chad Smith and Will Ferrell.
I think, yeah, but have Susan Sarandon and I've seen Chad Smith and Will Ferrell, they did some videos together.
Yeah. They acknowledged it. But they actually do look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Kind of.
What
You have the doppelganger?
One time I went to Canada and I met a guy, but his name was Ward Kenny.
What?
Well, I was at the Gorge. One time in like 2006, I went to the Gorge and I met a Canadian named Ward Kenny.
Really?
Yeah. He was white.
That's crazy.
He was white, but he lived in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to go to did you buy those nails?
No.
You want to go to the hardware store?
Sure.
Well, get ready to go then. When I get back there, I got about 35 minutes here. I'll go pick you up. We'll go to the hardware store, and I want to go to go print some, at Kinko's, I'm going to print some decorations.
Okay.
So I'll go pick you up, and we'll go to the hardware store to get nails.
Okay.
Okay. What about, Susan Sarandon? Are you playing guitar?
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon. What year did Rocky Horror Picture Show come out?
70s.
And then what about Ghostbusters?
80s.
Yeah, right? I think Susan Sarandon was maybe 10 to 20 years older than Sigourney Weaver.
Could be.
I don't know which one's older.
She played a teenager in Avatar.
Which one?
Sigourney Weaver.
Was it a completely CG character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did she act old, or could you tell?
She acted like a young person.
It was believable?
Yeah, she was like, this is how I used to walk when I was younger.
Yeah, because she's an alien, right? So they have a relationship?
Hey, I was a teenager once.
When? An alien? How old was she in Ghostbusters? She was 35 in Ghostbusters. Huh?
Yeah, probably 35.
What'd she do when she was a teenager?
She was an alien.
She was Susan Sarandon.
She grew up on Avatar planet.
She turned into Sigourney Weaver after Susan Sarandon. Because what does Jesus Landon do after Ghostbusters? Nothing, right? I mean,
they're both avatars. They're both aliens, and they're both avatar bodies that were grown in a lab.
Probably everybody on TV is.
Yeah.
Even
wizard people.
Actually, this was my whole reasoning into getting on TV is to see if I could see if there was a hologram, but it didn't work. I still don't know.
Oh.
But maybe I'm a hologram.
Avatar is James Cameron's way of admitting the truth.
It's like The Shining.
Yeah.
You know, with like you ever hear about The Shining being a confession about the moon landing, about faking the moon landing?
Yeah, there's a movie about it.
About that, how it's about faking the moon landing?
Yeah.
Is it called The Shining?
It's called Room, whatever. 304 or something.
Shining a light on The Shining.
Room 3, whatever.
You want a number?
2, 12, 45, 36.
All right. I'm gonna go pick you up in like 40 minutes.
Get some nails. All right, bye.
Bye. All right. I'm gonna try to tell Freddy about fruity food before I forget. Hey, Freddie, how are ya?
I'm good. How much longer you got on the show? I was actually thinking about coming down there.
We have about 32 minutes.
32?
Yeah.
Okay. I can make it. Was there anything pressing that you...
Yeah, there is. So, remember the title Foodie Food from like 3 days ago?
Oh, yeah.
You don't know what that means? You don't seem to know what it means from the thing.
Well, I watched yesterday's episode, I watched the time barrier episode where you were talking about that.
Oh, okay. So you
and then it's not food for foodies. It's like, is it just the most basic food, like food that's only about eating and like nutrients and has nothing to do with fanciness at all?
That's correct.
All right, that's kind of what I gathered. I knew it was one or the other, but I didn't watch that episode, so I just kind of guessed.
Yeah.
So I had already rewritten the description.
Oh, okay.
And saved it. Here's what it says now. It says, Is foodie food food for foodies? Question mark. Fancy food. And maybe that's what Rick is eating today? Question mark. No, it's actually the exact opposite of that.
You just added some
homemade regular food for nutrients, not for taste. Yeah.
You just added question marks to the old one?
Pretty much. I mean, I rearranged a couple words. Yeah.
Well, if you just add question marks to everything, that keeps you from being definitive all the time.
Yeah. You think adding a question mark is a good idea to all the descriptions?
I think just going up at the end of your sentences, and that way you'll never be liable.
No. I actually said that with sort of a uplift at the end. There was a question off there.
You don't understand what I was saying? You want some numbers here, or you want to wait till you get here?
I'll try to guess. Why don't you roll and I'll guess them when I get there.
You want
wait, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because then what if I cheat?
Yeah, I'll wait for you to get here. I'll pick my numbers. You pick them when you get here. I'll see you when you're here. You gonna come here?
All right. I'll be right here.
All right, bye. I'm picking 9, 17, 84, 67.
Yeah, stop pushing a cart of frozen chicken. That's so cliche. Deuce. Don't have a TV show on YouTube. It's so cliche, Kenny. Don't drink tea. Do you know how many other people are drinking tea?
I'm cliche?
So you could so a lot of people drink tea. So a lot of people make music. So if you're drinking tea and you're making music and you just decide to make the same music somebody else makes, does that mean, is that any better or worse? Making the same album. I'm going to recreate MGMT's 2007 album, Oracular Spectacular, with the hit singles Time to Pretend, Electric Feel, and Kids. Because it's the same as drinking a cup of tea when you're pushing a cart of frozen chicken. It's just as cliche. It's just as cliche.
Concerned about being original?
Cliche.
It's like classic versus cliche, you know? Like, what are you doing? Like being classic or being cliche?
Tyson. Tyson? That's the name of the frozen chicken company. I think I've heard horror stories about Tyson, like the factory, meat factory, death animal factory where they process chickens. Like employees will just like stomp chickens to death and rip their heads off. That could just be vegan propaganda. That could just be vegan propaganda. Propaganda. That's so cliche of me. Here I am. I'm trying to talk, right? Choking on my boogers in my throat. That's so cliche. Propaganda.
Thank you.
Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
What is text mail anyway? No follow. Propaganda. Sanctimonious. How are you? Are you worried about being cliche? Do you know how far back in the messages I am? When I'm bringing up this whole cliche thing? I don't know if you can tell.
Please leave a message to get on TV. I was out at dinner with Caroline and her friend Johnny. Johnny is a woman.
What?
Like a woman named Johnny? What? Yeah.
With an I?
And I thought of a game to play when you're out to eat. Now, you'll probably not play this game because you don't go out to eat. because you have mixed feelings about being served.
They're not mixed. They're one-sided.
I guess that means you must have mixed feelings about me doing that as a profession too, huh?
Not
You
mixed.
think I'm a whore?
Yeah.
I just remembered that. You think I'm a slut?
Well, I don't think those are the same thing.
Anyway, I'm getting off track. Oh, I was thinking, oh yeah, fun game.
Thank you.
Order food like you're a different person. I was looking at the meatloaf, and I was thinking, alright, if I was a completely different type of person, I would definitely order the meatloaf.
I like the
So
meatloaf.
that's the game, and it's not necessarily a fun game, but it's a game you can play.
I like the
There's a lot of
meatloaf.
games like that. A game that isn't necessarily fun, but you can play it anyway.
I would order the meatloaf.
And I love that. But there's something. Oh, I'm walking away. Yeah. So maybe no, you can play that game, Kenny. You get takeout enough. I guess you can do that.
What's the game? Does it order
Right.
stuff that you don't think sounds good?
But I'm not probably gonna do that. Probably not. Anyway, how's your health? How's your family? Oh, there's
That's
a
a
bird
good one.
outside. It's red. I don't think that's a robin, but something. I don't know it. I don't know that bird. And, oh shit. I'm gonna lift some weights, 15-pound weights. Can't really go too heavy with them because I hurt my shoulder. Oh, remember that?
You gonna get swole?
You know that story.
Oh, come there.
They might make bleach freaking chemicals out of freaking plastic.
Yeah, scary sunglasses.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't even, it's fucking weird why they would do that, but they did it, so I don't know what the fuck to say about it, except for that's the way it came.
Bye, future. Yeah, Dylan was here earlier. Yeah, almost there, now he's gone. Oh. So I don't want to count this against you, but I don't know if it's right. I don't know what's right, right and wrong anymore, you know? Let's see. Well, I'll just skip the message in the future.
What?
Bye, future.
Bye, teacher.
Whoa, what's going on? Bye, future.
Bye, teacher.
Please work for Friday, dude. The number is in the message in the future.
I'm leaving another message to get on TV. Never looked into philosophers much, but now I'm kind of doing that.
Thinking about philosophy?
I'm trying to
Philosophy?
find some meaning.
Good luck.
Do you have any meaning? You have some meaning.
No, I find meaning in the
I
meaningless.
think you've created your own meaning, which is pretty good. I think it's more than I've done.
I thrive in
You get
the
some
lack
meaning?
of meaning.
Some good meaning. There's this guy, his name Albert Camus. Albert Camus. He died in a car crash.
You ever think you're gonna? Well, he died in a car crash.
He was it was like he had a train ticket in his pocket. Albert Camus. Albert Camus.
About Camus?
What's his? Okay, so he was in his car. He's in a car crash. He died kind of young. He was. People realized like, oh, he was gonna take this train to where he was getting to. But last minute, because he had the ticket for the train, but last minute he decided to go off in the car with somebody, and the driver crashed into a tree.
Who's this guy?
So that's kind of a bummer.
You brought it up.
He probably wanted to live longer, but he died. Most people who die want to live longer. Right?
Yeah. I guess.
True?
I mean,
That's what I think.
kind of like, that makes me think of my grandmother.
I think that's true.
My grandmother ended up dying.
If they're not enjoying their life.
She died of old age, but
Right?
she was
Because
such
if
a
you're on
woman
like
to die.
death row, right? You probably have nothing to look forward to, really. Right? Right? I think so.
Right.
I think very little. But still, you're thinking, maybe you just want to, how many of those people want it to be like over with, you think? You know? Just kill me already. I wonder. Can you look up a list of people who are like currently on death row? Kind of like correspond.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
That's kind of a weird impulse, isn't it?
I'm not gonna be like my grandmother though. I mean,
I don't know
you're
if
not
I
like
feel good about that.
actively
But it's one I just
dying,
had.
but like, yeah, I don't know. What would be what would be so bad if you could keel over naturally, but at that point, I mean, making efforts to live a little bit by eating. I mean, it's also comfortable and nice to eat. I like to eat. I'm eating and not falling off the roof on purpose, but I'm concerned about like others, I guess. You know, am I living for myself? I don't know. I'm living for the viewers. You want to see the next episode of the program, right? All right. Let's see. Did that? Look at the thing. That thing. Look at the last week or so. So look at the last week. What have we been doing for the last week? Should we call? I don't want to call John Webster, but I think I talked to him like not too long ago. All right, let's look at the last week. That's what we'll do next. We'll listen to one more yellow phone message. Look at the last week, but I think Frey's gonna show up. Maybe. I mean, what if he doesn't show up and he's running late and he doesn't show up and then we don't do the message to the future? Oh wait, no, I didn't even record the new one. Oh, what? What? I said I don't want to. What are we doing? What am I doing here? I guess I'm just gonna record the new one because I don't know where Freddie is yet. Hey, future, test the past. It's Friday. More pizza. You do the numbers. Did you find a reason to live? Because there is not one. You don't need one. That's the whole point of it. We're doing it in the darkness today. Did you see this? Propaganda and cliche propaganda, right? Propaganda, sanctimonious. Bye, future. All right, let's take a look at the last. Let's look at 1 week this time. What have we been doing for the past 1 week? Maybe. Reason to live? Because there is not one. You don't need one. That's the whole point of it. We're doing it in the darkness today. Did you see this? Propaganda and sanctimoniousness. Sumakadon. Sumac. Yeah, Sumac and Makamane. We're gonna go back 1 week to Friday. It's gonna be today's the 14th. We're gonna do episode 4500. Well, 2 weeks. Oh man. Should we go back 2 weeks? That seems like too long now, but 4500 is difficult to pass up. Let's go 2 weeks and see what happens. No more though. I do want to see the Hey, future, it's us to the past. What do you have to say to the future? Went on 1 week. I guess that was something else too. So, what do you have to say to the future?
63, 24, 79, 12. Put down your lottery ticket.
It's Friday. Look out for guns. They're in your pocket. Bye. Bye. I'll see you about. Hey, future, it's just the past.
Hey, teacher, have you ever just tried to live your life, and then you get killed by your own community, and they rape you violently, and then someone makes a movie about it, and then the person who started in the movie comes and goes to the own screening?
It's happening. How are you? Are you live, future? Bye. It's a fictional story. And hey, future, it's just the past.
Hey, future, drinking your nut milk.
It's Sunday. Did you find that camera? Did you live? Did you go to school? Bye, future. Bye.
Drink your nut shakes.
Drink your nut shakes. Hey, future, it's just the past.
Hello, future.
Well, Heather's back.
I'm back. I try to look like Booba. You want the Booba, future? Booba.
Bye, future. Bye. Booba. Hey, future. It's us. The past. It's Tuesday. We're back to reality. Did we keep the food title? Did you ever find out who it is? It's nighttime. Did you change your sleep schedule? Hey, future, it's just the past.
Hey, future, where's the new museum?
Where's the red pepper flakes? Did you get them yet?
Oh yeah, red pepper flakes, splat. You having those yet?
No flavor, just spice. Did you find out what they are definitively?
Oh, I guess I can wait a second.
It's just the past.
Hi, future.
Hey, future, it's just the past. It's Friday. You eat more pizza, you numbers. Did you find a reason to live? Because there is not one. You don't need one. That's the whole point of it. We're doing it in the darkness today. Did you see this? Propaganda and cliche propaganda, right? Propaganda. Sanctimonious. Bye, future. Sanctimonious. As we get closer to the end of the tape, then I gotta wait longer, and I gotta remember to do that, because otherwise we're missing it. The mimosas. Maybe we should have got those numbers from Freddie. Freddie still has 10 minutes to get here, though, if he makes it.
Here's another message to get on TV. Here's some of those bland quotes from this guy.
What guy?
But it's, what is it called? Goodreads, this site that shows some of the quotes from this philosopher guy. I wonder if philosophers think they're philosophers, or people just call them philosophers. They're really just writing, but then people are like, hey, this guy's a philosopher. What was I just talking about? Yeah, I kind of want to correspond with people locked away. I guess I could look at that and be like, hey, maybe it's because I'm...
You want to send a letter to people in jail? Is that what you're saying?
Would be a... If you were to look at that favorably, it could be like, hey, I'm doing an act of charity. I'm gonna brighten up these people's day by being a little pen pal.
Oh yeah, you've been in jail.
Pen pal.
Did you get any letters while you were in jail?
Am I just sick in the head? Do I just want to talk to people who are locked up for some reason? Because I have some weird impulse.
Well, because you were in jail though.
Am I even going to do it?
No.
Like, remember I was going to make a comic? I think I told you I'm bad at following through.
You made one comic.
Just like books. I start reading a book. It's very rare that I'll finish it. I just ordered this book by this guy, Albert Camus. Albert Camus. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm reading Albert Camus, the French philosopher. Hey, have you ever heard of Albert Camus?
No.
I'm reading him.
Maybe you should read better books.
Work. He's a philosopher. Hey, what philosophers are you reading? I'm reading a philosopher. I'm reading a philosopher. It sounds like
a philosopher.
Well read. I'm reading a philosopher. I'm reading a philosopher.
Yeah, you think, yeah.
Damn, I'm annoying. I'm annoying in vain.
Oh yeah, you want to be. You're trying to be annoying.
We already talked about that before. Oh my god, I hate myself. I hate what I have to say. But also I think it's funny. Also I think it's terrible. I think it's pretty terrible, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how terrible I am. Isn't it? It's kind of funny. Is it even funny?
Hey, it's kind of funny, huh? It's kind of weird, a little weird, huh? Hey, this is weird. I don't know, it's pretty weird, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of weird. It's pretty weird. It's pretty cool. Alright, Freddie, we got, we got about 10 minutes left. Freddie, you got one more Yellow Fellow voicemail, and then I'm going to do the numbers without you. You can still pick them when you get here, or if you get here.
I'm leaving a message you on TV. Just remembered a dream I had about a guy with like really muscular legs. And I was kind of jealous of how muscular his legs were. That's normal.
You want muscly legs?
Actually, as far as dreams go, that's probably a pretty normal dream. Just the right, you know.
I'm content with the musculature of my legs.
Like, kind of, you know, simple absurdity going on there. So that's not really too out of the park there. Alright, yep. It's a message for you. That's that same fear I always have where I'm like, hey, just want to check in about my books. What do you think? Who the fuck is that?
Well, who's what?
Me. Oh, somebody wants their books back. Oh, fuck. That's about right.
I gotta print my book.
Oh my god. It's not that annoying. I'm just being a baby for no reason. Somebody just messaged me, basically asking a really reasonable thing to ask for, but I was just getting overwhelmed recently thinking about how I need to give so many people their books back. And
too many books, huh?
Am I even getting a message still? Yeah, I am. And I haven't done so.
I thought I was ready to do so!
Yeah, anyway. Alright, what am I saying? I need to give somebody their books back, basically.
Lending.
It's not annoying, it's just a normal thing. It's a normal thing. Yeah, it's normal. People borrow books from people, and then people want them back. Sometimes you borrow books, and sometimes people want those books back. Sometimes you have to return those books after you borrow them, right?
I guess.
So it goes, borrow a book, give it back. That's how you do it.
If you say
I will
so.
give these books back.
Oh. I think playing run time. Hey.
Yeah, give him back.
Yeah.
What I gotta do.
Yeah, turn them on. Yeah, I was waiting for you to get the lights going. I thought you would turn it on when we got here. I was just saying on this other message, I said, if you have to the end of this message, and then I'm going to do the numbers. But you made it. The camera is, look there. There we go. Oh yeah, where's the, you're gonna be a mime. You know sign language?
Yeah, that was sign language for give me a mic, please. Yeah.
This is the only song. It's the only song I ever knows. Yeah, you can pick your own numbers.
Oh, I'll write some numbers down.
Yeah. How was your trip here?
Great. It was uneventful. What is today? Wow. There's another number?
You get your numbers.
Oh, you're the power sign now.
I've been the power sign.
Oh.
The skull is Carl Sr.
What?
Yeah. You were.
I was misinformed.
You were misinformed, but I can take the skull every once in a while. We can pick Carl Sr.'s numbers also. Carl Sr. gets numbers usually when there's nobody else around, but we can, since you brought it up.
What? I don't. Oh, well, I guess I don't remember when that happened.
Well, let's give Carl Sr. some numbers too.
All right, since we brought it up.
Yeah, we gotta really. You can't just pick them though, you know. You gotta really feel what Carl Sr. wants.
Yeah, you getting a feeling?
I'm feeling 14.
Okay.
You can feel slower.
56. Oh yeah. I thought for a second there was one of the numbers I picked, but nope.
Is that me?
That burned into my mind.
Is it me or Carl Sr.? 9.
72.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Good old Carl Sr.
Hey, Carl Sr.
You guys know who Carl Sr. is? Viewers? No? It's the skull and skeleton guy.
Oh yeah, we should get Carl Sr. He goes, you did good. You did a good thing. Or where'd you get
I'm gonna grind you into a pulp.
Mark actually did kind of do the Carl Sr. voice.
Yeah.
Even not even purposely, maybe.
We had a bunch of. We had 2 commercials with Carl Sr. and in there, and then honestly, we had a lot more messages, and I think we even saved them on the hard drive somewhere. So
we should get the hat for Carl Sr. Maybe. Or we should give it to John. But
we should give it to John.
Yeah, we should go meet with John. We gotta arrange a time. We gotta bring a camera when we go out there. That's the thing. So we gotta plan it. All right. Park it. Where'd you park? It's been a little weird parking.
I parked right in front today.
You really there's a spot there?
Yeah.
Wow. I tried to park
the numbers up. 40. Wait, let me write them down.
Yeah.
As I say them?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 46. No one had 46. 16. No. Everyone. We had some people very close to 16.
I had 17, huh?
You had 17. 13. Oh, I almost put 13 for Carl Sr.'s number, but I didn't do it. I should have done 13. Sorry, Carl Sr. And 75.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to communicate. 13. 13? 13?
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, nobody got anything, and that's fine.
That's good, maybe. Might be good. We don't know. We don't know what's good and bad with this still.
That's true. We'll never know. Maybe we'll never know.
Yeah. God willing.
Yeah, God willing.
God willing, we'll never have to know. I parked across here's my little parking story. Okay?
I would like to hear it.
Yeah. There was a bunch of spots across the street, but I was on the wrong lane because I wanted to park on this side of the street. So then I went around the block. There was 3 or 4 spots. But then in my trip around the block, they all got filled up within only 5 minutes or less. Oh. Story going on, right?
Yeah. Oh, 5 minutes or less. No. What a bummer.
Yep. Oh, well, you made it.
You know, and that's all. That's fine. I feel like I had a lot of things to say. I was getting here. I had a whole bunch of things to say. Now I'm just have to save it for tomorrow, I guess.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Yellow Fellow.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Andrew, and I think that's everybody.
What about the viewers?
Viewers.
Yeah.
Well, thank you right now. I think.
Thanks, viewers. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's over here. Oh, we gotta wait. I want to do this thing. You know about this thing?
What thing?
The new. I moved the things around. I don't know if you noticed this.
I didn't really notice this.
Oh, wait, this is how we're supposed to be doing
You
it.
go to the end and you say.
We got the thing. So we do this, right? And then we go like this. Bye.
Bye.
Slowly. See, now we're faded out, and then we can do this. See? I moved which one the overlay thing. No.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I moved the overlay thing so that it's like over the road instead of us. So that way, when I can do that thing, the goodbye thing.
I see.
YDHWM on YouTube. Check it out. Yeah. 360-643-4. Call me a message. Get on TV. I have the continuity going on with the video stuff. I don't think anybody else knows if you're watching the regularly. YDHWM.com. About to find it's a good song. Thank you. TCTV, La Baby. Really fabulous. Soca Books. Postcard Videos. Southspy.com. Rebecca Mountain Board Northwest. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers, as you are watching, thank you. Hey, John, where are you? Call